tonal.
Really?
Yeah, a bit much. We'll have to consult before you get dressed in the morning. And there's 3 of us today, so we don't have those microphone things.
Oh,
No, you've got don't press that.
okay, we'll put that inside.
Otherwise we get a visit.
There we go.
Which is never a bad thing. It's
Are we live yet?
We are.
Oh, we are live.
We are. But look, Janine's
Janine will join us when she gets around to it.
Yeah. She's stolen the phone.
Okay, I got it.
She's like that. Because you have to open up the kiss strings right now.
Okay.
Otherwise they disappear.
All right.
Speaking of being thin, I put on about 5 pounds this week.
Have you been on your scale?
Yes.
Okay.
My scale is set
Can
now.
everyone hear us okay? Let me pull this up on
What?
Facebook. Let me go into Facebook now. Just catching up on all the, oops. Here we go. Okay. Yay.
Oh, I don't know what she's talking about.
Okay, so let me give you an update on everything. As you guys may or may not know, Judy had to go out to, she had a family emergency and had to leave suddenly. Like, she learned of this family emergency and left on a plane within a couple hours. So she's been gone, which has caused a little bit of a challenge to keep up our visits, which Wednesday, fortunately, they had COVID. No, they said it was the flu. So
Bad enough.
they canceled on Wednesday, and I was back today. So we made the court appearance today, and we've been juggling to try to figure out, because we've always said this thing, like, either Judy's here or I'm here. Because otherwise it falls on Elizabeth, and she's got everything else to worry about. So so I'm back a little earlier than expected from South Carolina, but I did have to be back today to go to court. So the projects are all coming along and things are coming along. And today was an utter waste of time and
A beautiful afternoon.
And another $1,500 in legal fees down the drain, because it does appear that the judgment's going to go off with the judge, but it really felt like his recommendation, from what he said, it's going to trial on this on releasing the funds. Unfortunately, this judge didn't have any history with the case at all, and it was pushed off to a different. We were in Salem. We've never in a whole different district. Normally, we're over in the judge circuits in the C, and we were over in D. I don't know why that happened. And I think it's going to trial, which is an unbelievable waste of our money for more legal fees, and a waste of the court. The whole thing is just very, very much a learning experience. I've never been sued before, and really it is the most exhausting waste of time, and we are over $100,000 in legal fees, but I just don't feel like they're ever going to stop.
How many people have we helped walk with that $100,000? Nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
Nobody. We were doing fine.
It's a very, very, so it was very discouraging, but it's still at the same time, we are plowing forward with Goldy's Farm. One of the problems with Goldy's Farm is that over the past couple months, ERN has run out of hay money, and the hay money is with all of these. We did a hay order when there was tariffs on, that 1 week they had tariffs on. We got the hay cost of hay is going up, and so when ERN runs out of money, then I have to put money in. And as you know, I've been putting a lot of money into this property. I just moved over today another $3,000 to cover our expenses. The challenge now is I was fully expecting to not have to pay the $3,000 every month to our lawyer, and that's not going away. We're going to trial, so our legal expenses are going to go up, not down, and that's very discouraging. And it puts me in a position where I'm going to run out of money, and I'm not going to be able to cover when we run out of money, either in Goldy's Farm or ERN, which is nerve-wracking. So I just want to say that the chicken board, we would never ask for. People are like, well, just put together a GoFundMe. We'll help with the legal. I don't want any help with the legal bills. You know, this is something that's not related to Goldy's Farm, and it's not. You know, I don't want people to pay our legal bills, but I do really rely on selling out of the. I really like at this point with everything that's going on, Goldy's Farm needs to be self-sufficient because I can't bail out Goldy's Farm or ERN. That's it. I've already made commitments to the carpenters to finish the work around the barn and around this building. We've got to move forward with a few more changes in order to make this place what it needs to be in order to be a proper place that's safe, that people can come visit. So we rely on you all. Your chicken bricks is more important than ever. So please, we don't want your money for legal bills. We will muddle through and figure that out. But we do rely on you to pay for the animals that go out on these visits. And we still are, you know, going full steam. No change. There's no change in our plan to continue with servicing.
We're out nursing homes and
5 days a week
all the time.
And we have a whole, I mean, there's such a need for what we do. We have a whole list of people that are excited. Our full launch for opening up the farm, and we are on target to do it, is May 1st. Not getting the money that it's owed, that was, the judge went to a trial. It was determined that the lease was valid and that we were owed. It was a finding of fact.
Maybe they can swallow all of that.
Yeah, I think it was a finding of fact that they were owed the money, but we're not going to get it. So until we go to trial, which is going to cost more money. So we are really relying on
the hay money
and the chicken bingos, the hay penny boards. So thank you for keeping. I went and checked on the way home. I was panicking, like, what happens if no money comes in? But people are buying our bricks, so thank you.
This is what happened to me when I was starting up Service Dog Project. In that you start it up and you get going and it begins to catch on, and all of a sudden you need money. And I ended up putting in, literally over the years, about $30,000 a year.
Between $30,000 and $60,000 a year, because I've gone through your statements for the past forever. She's put that money into, and plus didn't get a salary. So.
You have to. I mean,
yeah, you got it. That's what you do.
Town says, you know, give me the whatever it is.
Yeah. So and
no,
it's not just the town. It's the damn animals that are like, we're hungry. We have vet bills. Yeah. You've got to care for us. Yeah. And it really becomes it's a scary.
The year we had the litter of puppies with parvo, and they all lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we had drips hanging all over the place.
It's just,
and it was the year that of the 3 companies that make that saline drip, 2 of them had particulars in their drip.
Oh,
so they got shut down. So there was only one place making the drip.
Oh.
And that hospitals were having trouble getting it and all that sort of thing. And somebody from Canada, I've forgotten who, sent us a whole case of Canadian drip. And it was really, I mean, people do come. They swing into action.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Because you never know what these animals are going to demand.
Yeah.
I want to look into, this hay business is making me very nervous because we got our cat.
Yeah, it could go up 25%.
Okay, now wait a minute. I want to look into, I know I have seen Timothy bagged cubes of Timothy.
Oh, they make that. Yeah,
sure. So how does that compare to Bailey? Is this something we can go to?
Yeah, no, we're Well, the bale, even those come from Canada, so
Oh, shit.
that's a problem. But we feed supplements to like Arthur and a lot of these thoroughbreds, alfalfa and Timothy cubes to help pack on. But you know, you always say this, and I believe it. Animals need to be nibbling away all day long, and that nibbling away costs us.
Hey.
You know, we go through. What's the
Well,
hay
I do
consumption?
think we ought to get prepared to have alternatives. I don't know what there are.
Well, no. The good news is we can start turning stuff out in the back fields. Are you getting ticks off of Wanda?
Well, didn't take it off your mom.
Is that one that? Oh my God! Well, I got to put the stuff on her. Jesus. Okay.
We need a piece of
So
tin
what
foil.
happens during mail call? Elizabeth ticks off with Wanda. She just must have gotten that today too, because there's no ticks down in South Carolina.
What are you going to do with it?
So just to wrap
flush it down the
this whole
toilet.
thing up, the good news is about going to trial. It's not going to cost us that much money because we've already argued this particular point in a trial in front of a judge, because it was related to the other case, that the money was owed. He found it as a finding of fact. So Shep's already prepared all this stuff.
Yeah.
And so we don't have to, our attorney doesn't have to do any work to prepare for a trial. Their attorney is a Boston attorney. And if you Google how much Boston attorneys, and this is not a pro bono attorney.
He's a young guy.
He was a young, slick attorney. I have to say he did a really good job preparing for this. I don't know how much it cost them, but it will cost them a lot more with this brand new attorney on the
They
case.
put some serious money in this though, because they spent what, $20,000 on a county.
Well, no, that's what people have speculated, that it cost a retainer fee for that particular law firm, because you know what, the Goldies Warriors do their diligence.
Their due diligence.
Yeah, so we've been told that, we don't know that, but that we have been told that there is a $20,000 retainer to get a lawyer out of that. And these numbers I'm talking about are speculative.
I'm getting nervous about the tick.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
getting nervous about 6. But the good news is, it's just time, and it's not going to cost us a terribly amount of time. But I'm nervous with all the construction, but we're still moving forward. I came home with a trailer packed full of building materials. I got a cupola that I didn't use in my barn when I built my place in South Carolina.
cupola?
I brought a cupola that I'm hoping to put up on the top of the barn, that little thing. I bought roofing materials from my barn, and also I bought extra roofing materials for all these miscellaneous places where all the roofing has been falling off. And actually the chicken barn over here, the roofing is so old that it has holes in it.
I know.
So we
It's
have new
disintegrated.
roofing materials. And I think, to save money, I think I can do it myself. Because,
Oh, sure.
yeah, just with the screw gun. I got the screw gun, I'm pretty handy.
Yeah.
I'll hold the ladder.
Yeah. Here,
I don't
hold
know
my
what
beer.
kind of hole- I don't know what kind of hole you're dealing with, but you need something like plywood, and then, or you can maybe just put down
This
shingle.
material is not meant to go over plywood. This is
Shingle stuff.
no, it's metal roofing that they put on sides of buildings, and they put on roofing. Yeah, and I don't know why, because up here, the difference between what I have and what is up here is they're all corrugated roofs, so it's just really ugly. And so the roof that I have is like the metal roof, like it looks better. That's the difference.
And I noticed today on Meredith, you know the little house that sells the maple syrup?
Yep.
That's the same roof they've got.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the first time I've seen that.
It's a very nice. It's a nice, but they don't sell it up here. But
Yeah.
fortunately, True Value down in Aiken, South Carolina sells it, and it's a pretty good price. So
Okay.
I got all those. We're still moving forward. We're not going to get discouraged, because that's not what we do. Even though I'm feeling we're all just going to keep forward. So
Bash on.
okay.
There are so many people who benefit by those crazy dogs and chickens in nursing homes and things.
Oh right, yeah,
It's just unbelievable.
it is.
And rabbits.
And rabbits, yeah.
I
And,
saw
we were
my
talking about it.
rabbit.
I think, why can't we do chicken bingo right? Is the bird flu still a thing?
Well,
Because nobody's talking about it.
Because there was somebody asked us not to bring the chickens because of bird flu.
There was a Goldy's warrior who said that we should be careful bringing the chickens.
No.
Was it a
essentially said to Judy?
Oh, okay, all right. So that is. So I don't see why. I'm gonna read the directions.
Just ask.
The chicken people of Massachusetts have not been here yet to start handing us out yellow pieces of paper.
Yeah, no one said we couldn't bring chickens.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was just people are concerned about it. So let me.
So if we we have a couple chickens that are basically house chickens anyway,
Yeah.
right? That white one.
There is. Is there
And
still
then
a
the
fun?
fluffy
We don't
headed
have a fund. It's all of the Goldy's farm. But we could create a fun fund. But I'm never going to use your money for legal fees because I feel that's
No,
wrong.
that's not fun.
That's not fun. Exactly. But we should. Let's do a fun fund because I talked about how we're going to do a. Like I thought, well, maybe we should do a campaign to help with the Puppy Hill fencing. That's all needs to be replaced and because it was destroyed. But maybe if we create a fun fund. How did we set that up? Is that a chicken bingo or is that just a...
You put up another board for just one thing.
Okay, all right.
Or you could just decide that.
Yeah, I think we should just have a donation. We should have a page of the fun fund where people can click on the donate button and go through that donation process.
I think we could announce that part of the
Fund?
penny board is going to be for such and such. Whatever we're doing, we just said.
Yeah, we'll create a page on a fun fund, and we'll use it on whatever people want us to spend money on. Yep.
Well, we already. Okay.
Just don't ask the donkeys.
That's
the donkeys
that's
would be
business
like,
Food.
doing ultrasounds on pregnant females,
We don't do that.
Yes.
and that's a fun thing because it's not necessary. Nah, you'll find out eventually. Just wait.
There's no problem. Roger Reed is a troublemaker. Did Roger Reed say he's? Is it he? Roger. It's a she.
It's what?
She's
She.
coming up here.
She's
Come
coming
and
up
steal
here.
your dog.
Yeah, to steal my dog. That'll be nice. Wanda will be very excited.
Roger Reed.
Roger Reed. I always think it's a he because it's a Roger Reed. So I just imagine it was a
Who
he.
was this?
Come and steal Wanda.
She is coming up to steal Wanda.
Wanda's like, what?
Yeah, we got to check her luggage before she
Exactly.
leaves. Make sure that we know where Wanda is. Okay. Check out Lucerne Farms in Maine. They have bags of forage feed.
That could be cows. But
Yeah,
we'll look into it
Yeah,
because
we'll take a look at that.
we can get in bad trouble quick.
Yeah. So, let's see. I've been driving for 2 days, so I don't really know what the status on anything is.
On what?
On anything, I don't know what's even on the schedule for.
Tomorrow?
I had a nurse here this morning.
You got a nurse here. I don't even know what's on the schedule for visits next week. I've tried this week to push some of the visits to next week. So, but I looked at the calendar briefly, and we have so many people that are now asking. I had to say no recently
To what?
to someone wanted to bring 24
Oh,
kids from Lynn out to the farm. And I don't think we have the infrastructure for 24 school-age children.
Not if it's going to be rain and cold and things like that. But
Well, she wanted to bring them in April, but the question was, that's not part of our mission. Our mission are seniors and veterans.
you're really hard-nosed on that.
Well, if we start, I don't like. First of all, we've already gone to the school as a favor, and that school now wants to start bringing children to here.
That could be.
And who started that, by the way? I'm looking at you. That's the person in Lynn that cornered you and said, "Can you come?" And there was 200 kids, and you went, which is very nice.
And it was super.
And it was a night. I don't like to do night jobs. I don't like to do.
No, we also did. We've done them 3 times.
Okay, yeah. See, what's happening? It's the same school. Now they're saying, "All right, we got them on the line. We'll start sending out classrooms."
I love that school.
If
I
you want to
do.
talk to the woman, and if you want to do it, but we got to. That's not
They're,
part of our mission.
they're actually in a group where, yes, it is, and I'll not say why, but it is technically part of your mission.
It's what?
It is technically part
Because
of
we do adolescents, but they need to be neurodivergent, on the spectrum, not,
There's
yeah.
it fits into
When you
your
take a
questions.
rescued animal,
Well, it's a rescued animal, that's true, but we have, okay, so the first of all is, there's only so much time, we're already booked pretty much 5 days a week. And to have people coming to the farm, that means we have to get more staff to cover these children coming, and I don't have it in the budget for staff to have these children coming.
I'll stay home.
Yeah, and you're mobile because you've got your scooter.
I got that scooter.
Do you know the?
All right.
Do you know the only interesting thing about it is if they were going to come, what you can do is that they bring such a large number of staff and assistants with them
Okay, all right.
that you could think about it.
All right, people chime in and support my decision where I told the woman no, because I just feel like this one school is like, all right.
It's the most wonderful community-based school. It really is. I love it.
Well,
I think
if that's true, then we ought to do something about it.
Your mom said yes.
Well, we need more people. We need more staff
Yes.
because I'm
I
back
got a
now for
scooter.
the summer.
She's
and
got a
you have
scooter.
Okay,
And
all
she
right.
and me.
But we don't have enough staff to really be doing on-site visits at that capacity. We will need more staff for that.
Right.
Because when seniors come, other than having to worry that the goat's going to headbutt them, I mean, the people we've had, they always bring enough people. We've been able to manage it.
Yeah.
We are a little bit
So when you
tight on
go,
with Judy gone. And
so
me gone.
when you go on a school trip, you have to have a certain number of people
Okay.
per children.
But we also have a certain number of people here to
Yes.
watch them. So are you
Well,
going to
this
keep
is where our volunteers, they wake up, local volunteers, get signed up for this stuff.
Well, a month from now, we're going to have the upstairs of this building
And
ready.
we also
and the
have,
Airstream ready.
and we also have 2 interns coming
So
in.
I'll tell her after May 1st is the launch.
Yes.
We have accommodations now in the Airstream for people to come as of May 1st.
I don't think we want to keep the children.
No. I'm talking about Goldy's Warriors to book time and the Airstream for visits. And if you feel that that's a path, because I felt like I needed to shut this down before they said, okay, this is the first classroom. We got 12 more classrooms.
Yes, they probably have.
Because every morning I go or Judy goes.
yes.
And I don't like the fact that there was also on the schedule, this was awful, on the schedule, Judy's, like I left and I said, Judy, I don't care. You're in charge of all the visits. And, I will have questions and answer people's emails, but while I'm gone for 2 weeks, you've got to cover. And then she leaves on a Friday with this emergency, and it's really sad. I feel badly for Judy because she's dealing with a lot out there right now. But somebody called me and I'm dealing with trying to manage all the construction of getting my house ready down there. Somebody called me and said, and reamed me out because Judy had an appointment at a kid's birthday party. And I'm like, why are we doing a kid's birthday party? We were supposed to bring dogs and rabbits to a birthday party. And I was like, she really was late. And I don't blame her. Somehow, and we didn't show up. And I felt terrible about it. But Judy was planning to go. And Judy sent me, she called me.
Emergencies happen.
Emergencies happen. We didn't have it. I couldn't trust saying to anybody else, pack up and go. You are already feeding over at Meredith, so that was a bad one. But had it been a nursing home on a Friday, I would have known about it. But it wasn't on my. When I look at my calendar, I only look Monday through Friday because I don't want to. It's not like I don't want to work on the weekends. We have so much animals to feed, construction going on, so much to catch up on to get ready for Monday.
And it's my pitch, now that poor Larky has been in this other building, he's got to be handled pretty regularly to stay as on the ball as he is. You don't just take a wild dog and turn him loose, you're gonna
Yeah,
look
and
at
Penny
him.
needs, it's good that they go out to these nursing homes, and that's good. But I only trust Judy to do it. You can do it, but you're so busy. I trust Judy to do it. I can't pull somebody out of the volunteer list and say, although I did, I have done that. I sent her off with bunnies.
There's certain things you can do.
Yeah.
And chickens and bunnies would be.
I would have loved to been able to do a chicken bingo, but because that's something anybody can do. That was my. So it's like we got perfect storm on top of perfect storm. We have this mess going on with the service dog project that seems to be sucking up a lot of our financial resources and really like not going away as I'd hoped. And then we have the fact that we're in the middle of cleanup and construction that's sucking up a lot of my financial resources, and we're not quite up to staff as we want because we have too much construction going on here. And now we got the chicken. And I always, you know, when we came up with the idea of chicken bingo, I was like, all right, all else fails. If Judy's busy, I'm busy.
Because it's easy to transport.
We can just send somebody off with a chicken and a board, and you can't screw that up. And now we can't even do that.
And a prize of monkey fist.
No, they get a hat.
Oh, a hat. No, a picture.
Oh, that's right. They get a picture.
A picture.
Yes. Okay. I forgot even how we evolved from originally we couldn't give them a T-shirt because we didn't know what size, and then now the best thing is they love the pictures. They love the pictures, so they've got a picture. So, anyways, and the whole so now they're saying that. All right. So what are we saying about kids? Yeah, people. I know it's a hard decision not to. The bathroom was a large. The bathroom, by the way, is never a problem because we have a handicap accessible bathroom that we've been paying for based on the friggin' lease. And Service Dog Project did not want to pay for it. We've been paying for a handicapped bathroom at $300 a month for 3 years now. So we have accommodations for bathrooms.
And we've come to enjoy the fact that it's there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, during the winter, it's a little cold out there, but it's there.
Means nobody lingers in it.
Nobody lingers.
In and out.
There's never a line because people are like, yeah. So, and yes, chaperones
some
come
interesting
along.
photography. With
All right,
that.
so I will go back to the woman and rescind, who now hates me, will rescind my decline and allow
Well,
her
if it's
to
the
come.
same school, I'll speak with her if you like.
No, I don't know, because I like to, I tried to explain to her, we're focused on veterans, we're booked 5 days a week, we just don't have the capacity or the staff or anything else, so I'll now go back. Okay, yeah.
We got this kid at the bottom of the driveway.
Yeah, and we have an intern coming in, all right.
And she's coming as well.
I'm hoping that
Lynn's coming.
Goldie's Warriors will continue to donate, and maybe we can bring somebody
And
else
we've got an intern coming for 5 weeks.
And we have an intern coming for 5 weeks.
Because not the one at the bottom of the driveway, because she's 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know, but we've got another one coming for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
And I'm hoping to get him trained up to go out on
There goes
jobs.
one.
No, that's the husband.
Yeah, he works, so, yeah. Okay, so,
And we're going to start bringing down the stove. Piece by piece.
see,
in the
she
wagon.
just keeps adding things, adding. It's the straw. Eventually that straw will break the camel's back.
Break the camel's back.
And we're not having a
Stay out of
camel
the
either.
swamp.
Ever. No camels.
No camels, no elephants.
No. Or giraffes.
Somebody asked me where my elephant was. I don't know.
Oh, it must be in the container.
There is an elephant and a frog in the container.
You got a frog as well?
Frog, I don't know. Frog.
No, the frog that I got at the end of the driveway.
Oh, that
Someone's
one.
driveway. Yeah.
What?
Well, you don't want to know.
Heather, yes, Heather is a great
Heather's
addition.
good.
But even Heather, I called her on Friday, and she's booked. She's got a nice little dog walking business, so she says she's going to come around when she can come around. She's trying to organize her schedule to be more available. But yes, we're very excited about Heather. That is a good
But I
one.
think we
And
also
Bella.
Bella can train dogs.
Bella, we could send Bella with her own dog.
Why don't we
Oh,
do that?
yes.
Why doesn't Bella come with us on jobs?
Yes.
Does she? Because we could hire Bella.
Yes.
And you wanted to hire Bella because we love
I don't
Bella.
want to hire her. I want to offer her a business. I want to offer her use of the ICU building,
Yep, we have 3.
stuff like that.
But every time you say, well, I want to offer the ICU, it runs in my head is, okay, we got to get the new wall. We don't have cage fronts to the ICU right now. We put up all the paneling outside we replaced all the paneling outside, but I didn't put in the front
Stall
inside,
fronts.
in front of the kennel fronts. So I think we have them. I didn't want to pay for them because I think we probably have them around here someplace. So it's on my list. Yes, I think that's a great idea. Bella, but why can't Bella? I mean, I'm going to pay somebody to go on these visits with me. Why don't I pay Bella if she wants to do it? I don't know if she wants to
Yeah,
do it.
I don't think we have to pay her though.
Well, that's even better. So that's up. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when we are developing this with her,
Okay. All right. I'd prefer not to pay anybody.
and if she
That
brings
saves
in daycare centers or whatever.
Well, I always envisioned that she would use 2 bays if she needs them. We have 1 bay for your dogs, and then 1 bay for because your dogs will come here during the day, but because we got the Sizzle and Penny problem now, 1 bay is always for the other ones, whether it's Penny and Marky in here and Sizzle over there, or switch them back and forth. But we can't have. So we need 1 for you, and then 2 for Bella and dogs that were placed out for service dogs. And since the service dog project is now a virtual organization, they can't accommodate the needs of their recipients, and that's something that you always did. And when you place those dogs,
we'll figure it out.
Yes, so we have 2. No, I've already figured that one out. We have 2 available. 1's for your dogs, 2 are available. We just have to put the stalls on.
One does like.
Remember what I said about that spot with the hole in the wall?
Yes, someone's also saying Bella lost her job at
Yes, she did it.
Joanne Fabric.
Yes, she did.
And she would love to train Bella. I mean Penny. Penny would love to.
Bella's already trained. You're fine.
But she should be trained, Penny, because Penny is a handful.
She really is.
Yeah.
And she can use the arena.
And she can use the arena, which now that it's warmer, we can start
Keeping the donkeys outside.
keeping the donkeys out. So, so we have a plan for everything, kind of. It's a little bit of a moving target. And today was a little bit of a disappointment because I'd been hoping not. It's really about every month we've got to pay our lawyer just to stay ahead of the. We owe him $55,000 that we can't pay him back, so we make payments at $3,000 a month, and we've been making payments for.
We've been paying that for a
2
long
years,
time.
and we are still
Because that basically
not
is
caught up.
my Social Security check, and I've been giving
Yeah,
that to him.
so
for
that's really what's
couple of
happening.
But hopefully,
I guess there was some dog that got lost and was found by the police. A service dog project. Well, let me retrieve this.
this
I
is
did not.
Amesbury.
Oh, did you guys hear about Jenny, the SDP, who got lost and was found by the thanks to a drone from the police? Was that one of their?
Amesbury.
Was that one of the dogs that they've placed out with a home?
I don't know.
I don't even know anything about that. That's the first I've heard of that. So, yeah.
It didn't get terribly lost, or somebody would have called me.
No, well, you're not. They would have caught. This is a dog that's on Lynn's watch, I think.
I
No,
know, but
it wasn't a recipient.
generally, any Great Dane in Massachusetts.
Oh, right. It's like when any donkey in Massachusetts gets loose, they call me.
Same thing.
Yeah, and I bet it wasn't. I bet it wasn't a recipient's dog because any recipient who's ever received a Great Dane, you don't lose the dog. It's right behind you. You can't get rid of those dogs.
Yeah.
Like, God, everywhere Olaf goes, the dog's right behind him. You put the dog out, he goes out and he pees, and he stands right by the door, like they just want to be with their owner.
That's because of the spoon feeding.
That's the spoon feeding, yeah. Well, that's the problem with placing dogs out as fosters too, is they bond. Great Danes bond so strongly in such a quick period of time. Like Penny was driving, God, being up at your house while you were in the rehab, and I'm responsible. Now, I'm used to Wanda, who will wander off.
Yes.
And I'm up at your house taking care of your dogs while you're in rehab. Freaking, I go to the bathroom, and I shut the door, but it doesn't quite lock completely. They push the door open, and all 3 of them are standing there watching me pee. I'm like, can I have some time to myself? I get in the shower, and boom. And where the door to the front is, and where the shower is.
Oh, it's glass.
There's a glass door at the cabin, and there's a door holding the bathroom.
Right.
But you could, if
On the
anybody comes to the
driveway.
door, and I'm in the shower, first of all, they're going to see 3 Great Dane butts and me naked in
your
the shower.
butt.
Yeah. So that's the problem.
Some people would enjoy that, though.
Yeah. But speaking of Wanda, I'm getting ready to go, and I'm packing up everything, in my house, and she normally hangs around, but she gets so confused. Like, we've lived in so many places now. She's traumatized. She's like, she knows we're going someplace. I think she ran over to the neighbors.
Did she?
And it's a long way to the neighbors. And they brought her back in the car. And like the first time I brought her down to Aiken, I was unloading everything from the car, and she normally is right with me. She went over to the neighbors, and the neighbors had never met Wanda before.
Oh.
And they were like, stray dog. But now they know. Now they know. And she bosses around all their dogs. So, okay, so what do we got? Let me read. I'm losing track here. She was from there. Okay, so she ran away from the vet's doctor's office. She got scared, which is normal sometimes, yeah. She was at the vet and got scared and getting lost in the woods, surrounded by water. What is she afraid of? Okay, that was true when they are trained. Let's see. I believe that Craig Burton's dog, he previously had Amelia. Jenny belongs to Craig Burton. Okay, yeah, so I guess it happens. So
not a service dog though then?
I don't know if it's a service
His
dog
name is familiar.
or a fabulous failure, but it was a dog. Yeah, somehow it was associated. I don't know. But I guess they got scared at the vet. You know, you take Larky to the vet. I brought Larky to the vet.
Yeah.
And walking in, I had him on a leash. He just started shaking. I got out of the car, he looked at the building, and the whole dog started shaking. And he went in, like, you get out and you go to a building. He constantly, this is his job. He gets out, he looks at a building, he goes in, he visits with a bunch of people, has a great time. Got out, put his feet on the ground, he took one look at the building and just, woo. And the whole time he was there, he was lying on the floor like, woo, woo. They got him on the scale, and the scale's shaking because Larky's shaking.
Poor boy.
Yeah, I guess it is a service dog. I heard she was stuck in the mud and was found by a drone using a thermal imaging. Thank God for that.
That's bad.
Wow.
That's bad. Did they? Yeah, okay. I won't ask any questions.
Your friend got a mule stuck in the mud. Remember that?
Oh,
That mud's bad.
mud.
As
Yeah,
in
that was a 17-hand mule.
Yeah. What?
Peter got a mule stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
The night.
I thought you were talking about the one here.
Then there was a horse stuck here in the mud.
That was a 17 hand. It was a big horse.
Yeah, little ones. I guess don't. We had when we first brought this property, built it. It was a nice little gentleman's farm, and we had a draft horse that was missing one day. She was all black.
Gwen came and said there was a dog stuck in the mud.
And it was the horse's head, and it was up to its neck in the swamp.
Oh, God.
And we had to get the fire
At the
department
back of the parking pit.
in the back of the parking pit, wandered off into the mud. That's why there's a fence around
Fence
that
in
now.
there. Yeah.
And then, right before, we did this donkey run out in Colorado. I have 5 kids going out there to run donkeys. Like, so many things going on. This is before your time. So many things going on before we leave. I've got to get the shirts because everybody out, as we were hashtag Team Olivia. So everybody out there, I had to bring, 30 people had bought shirts, different sizes, and I had to get all the shirts done, and people here were wearing the shirts, and so we're off to and I get a text from Peter that he's fallen off, and Duke has gone missing in the swamp over in Hamilton. So I jump in the car, we go out there, and I happened to be wearing shorts because it was summer, and I still had to pack, I still had to get all the waivers and get everything organized to get on the plane at 5 o'clock in the morning. And we're running up and down Winthrop Street in Hamilton looking for the missing mule, and it's all swamp on one side. So finally somebody in the dark with a flashlight saw what we saw was he had gone in, struggled, and he was standing on, there was a tree that was in the middle of the swamp that had a little bit of steady ground around it. And he had gotten up to the tree and was standing with one side of his front feet on one side of the tree and his back feet on the other, just barely teetering there. And then there was water all around. He was on a little tiny island. So I had to go out in the water up to here to get out to the mule and then convince him to go back in the water, back across, 20 yards of water and swamp and get out. And I did, fortunately, convince him.
Did he cooperate with it?
He didn't want to at first, but he did cooperate. Yeah. He did cooperate. He wanted me to just bring him out his dinner there. He's going to live the rest of his life on that little tiny island. So I got on him and I kicked him and I kicked him and I kicked him, and finally he went down into the water, and we kind of made our way through, and I was covered with mud, and it was cold because it was night by that time. Got him back out. That looked him over. He was totally fine. I don't think he'd cross over water again, though.
No, I wouldn't either.
Yep. Yeah. And then the next morning, I'd never even slept that night, and I'm old, and not getting a good night's sleep before going up to Colorado was a bad idea. Get everybody in the cars, get up to the airport, and they had changed the policy with the airport, so now you have to check all of your bags. The line to get to the counter was out the door, and it was 5:30 in the morning. Everybody had to check their bags. I can't remember what the problem was or why, but there was no bags going on the plane. And so we got there an hour and 20 minutes before our flight, but the line was so long, there was no way we were going to make our flights. So I left Colby standing in line, and Joan, who passed away, unfortunately, she and I went up to the front of the line, and somehow we managed to get an attention and check our bags. And I said, but we have 2 more. Oh, actually 4 more. Actually 5 more. And they joined us, and we made the plane. It was unbelievable. And we're trying to get it on, we had a schedule out there too, and we made it. So that was the worst flying experience I've ever had, after the worst mule in the swamp, because that one in the swamp, I didn't have to go in the swamp to get it out. This is the worst mule in the swamp because I had to go in the swamp. So, yeah. I feel like this, the male...
We had a dog go through the ice on our pond one day.
That's the worst dog in the pond experience I had, because you said, okay, so she says to me, the dog, which was Deagle, has fallen through the pond. Go get him!
That's right.
So I run out there, and what do you think happened to me?
You went through it
That's
too.
I went through the pond. And she's like, get the dog, Janine! Damn it, Janine, go get the dog! And I'm swimming out there, and I get out there to the dog. Fortunately, that pond's not very deep.
Yeah, but it's
So I'm up to about here, and the dog sees me, and I'm like solid ground. So the dog immediately starts climbing. I had scratches all over me on my face from that experience. Worst dog in the pond experience. There's been a couple before we finally put the wire around the fence. So I feel like this mail call for me is I don't come all the time, but it's really it's therapy to go through all the trauma that I've had in my life. So, but I tell you, the worst trauma is sitting in a courtroom. That's the worst experience of my life. Everything else you can laugh about, but
You
that
have a
one,
lot of worst experiences.
They're
yeah.
just surfacing today.
No, they like really
There
like
are a
it,
few problems to solve.
yeah. So, any more questions for us?
And dinner to get.
Dinner is we went there.
It's already out there?
Yeah.
Cooking? And
No, cooking. We don't cook dinner. It goes in the microwave. We bought a prepackaged dinner.
prepackaged.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
is there a prepackaged dinner out there for me to have dinner?
yes, we will feed you.
Oh,
And
good.
oranges.
So I just want to also say, when my mother puts out in the doggy daily that she has no food and no, that chair thing, I guess, I don't read the doggy daily, so you were complaining the chair Nick had already put it together. You're just a little, she always has food. She's not starving to death.
She's just picky. She gets
I'm
bored.
up 5 pounds.
Yeah, don't think
About
she's
a week.
starving to death. She's very well cared for. She loves her scooter.
Oh,
And
I love the
she's
food.
now mobile. And the funniest thing is, I drove up this morning and she's out riding around on her scooter, and it's like the carpenters that are working on the house are watching her. They feel like that you're like a little kid, and they come running over. They're like, no, don't go over there. That's muddy over there. Let's help you. We'll turn you around and get you back. So, yeah. There is no Monday. There is no Monday delivered, but I guess Betsy's very worried that we're not feeding you, but she's going to set you up with the.
I think Monday the delivery is enough.
Yeah.
I don't want every day at noon.
Okay.
I'm not here.
Yeah. She wants. I don't know. I got to talk to her because she wants to set that up again, and I think that's a good thing.
Monday.
Yeah. Somebody else responsible for feeding you. I think that's a great idea.
Are you sure it doesn't still come?
Um,
Does it definitely not still come? On a Monday.
The Monday,
From
I don't know.
Ipswich.
Maybe there, I think we shut it off because you were, I don't think we turned it back on.
All right.
That could be.
Yes. Yes. We had to cancel with the, I hate this, but we had to cancel this morning with the School for the Deaf because we had to meet with the lawyer was here to prepare for today. So, but we are rescheduled. I talked to Christina today. We're rescheduling it, but there was no other time that the lawyer could meet, so we had to do that. Unfortunately, that does take precedence over losing today. Would have really been bad.
Problematic.
So I have to take, and I couldn't get back till last night. I got back at 9 after driving for 10.
Whole day.
I left at 9:30, so that's
12 hours nearly.
Yeah, so I'd hoped to get back in time to meet with the lawyer last night, but I didn't. So we had to do it this morning.
I'm going to go to sleep now.
No, we got to feed you first. All right, anything else? Yeah, let's see.
Hilda said, is Mike leaving? And if you know that Mike's leaving, we don't.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, no, he's still upstairs.
We think he's still upstairs.
Yeah, we never see him. We never see him.
No.
Mike,
Yep.
have you seen him?
No.
Yeah. I assume his stuff is still up there.
A gray car.
What?
He's now driving a gray car?
Yes. Yep. 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 He just kind of comes in and out. I haven't seen him.
He works very hard.
You know, he's perfectly well. I don't want to. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what his plans are. So.
You better give him time to make some plans.
Yeah. No. Right now he's fine up there because we're not using it up there. So I'd like to give him as long as he can. I don't think he really
Well,
wants.
if you mentioned to him the fact that we would like to reclaim it.
Yeah, I don't think he really wants to live here, to be honest with you. But I don't think he can find anything else.
You
So,
wanna put him in the RV?
well, it's up. I don't want to pressure him to do anything. I want, he's fine up there for now. So I'll have a conversation with him and see what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. I know he doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to feed or have any responsibilities there.
That's
so.
a problem.
And I'd like someone who wants to be part of the Goldy's farm, ideally, and I know he doesn't want to do that because I've talked to him about that. So, and he works. I mean, he's a perfectly nice guy. I don't want to inhibit his lifestyle, but I don't think he wants to be here. I don't think he can find anything else. So, we'll have to figure that out.
What happened to that big box we picked up?
It's still in the front of my car.
What is it?
I don't know. Do you want to go grab? I'll go grab it.
Oh,
No, I'll get it. I'll get it. You want one? Oh, it's cold out here.
It's a pretty big box.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Why don't you open this up? I don't know what it is.
Right on the floor.
That sounds like
What
food.
is it? Is that food?
Amazon fulfillment services. So
Food.
I just want to know, these pea flakes are not for us. Those are for the animals.
Unless you get ears and fur.
Because they look good.
Are you got the box? What happened that check?
No,
Put it
in your
in
car.
the toilet. Woo! Oh, yummy.
What is that?
Dog food.
Oh, well, that's good.
Hold on. Let me double check. I wonder if somebody sent
gave
that to us to the wrong address.
What do you mean?
Because sometimes when people send us things, then the next order they do, they've set that as the address.
Oh.
So if anybody is missing their dog food,
Yeah, that looks like good stuff. Those the dogs are like.
it's Natural Balance. Yummalicious.
Sweet potato and venison.
She said,
Look at Wanda. Yeah.
What we could do is put that in a milk crate and then just sprinkle it
Yeah.
instead of Parmesan cheese.
Yeah. I did buy some pumpkin. Okay. All right. That looks good. That looks so good. I want to eat it myself. I love sweet potatoes
I wish they wouldn't make dog
But I won't
food
eat
look
venison.
tasty.
for dogs. So So you think that it's
Something, yes, because that's quite an unusual thing to send, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's Wanda likes it.
Well, Wanda,
Look at the boat.
Wanda, what is it? What is
She's
it?
really hungry.
She's like, I think that's my favourite food.
Okay, so I think that we're probably going to stop here and see you guys all tomorrow.
The Friday.
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 Mom's Friday. Yep. Yay.
Okay.
Gonna rain all weekend.
It's what? I know I saw that.
I'll be painting in the barn. Just so you know.
I'll be riding
All right,
around on my
who started
scooter.
this? Who started this? Oh, it's like, where do we hit the end? All right, so we'll see everybody later. Bye.